Eh? I am back. I'm back first. What we are going to do when you join my live, this is what you're going to do. I have decided to come in audio mode because I don't want to consume a lot of your internet data. Some of you are not using Wi-Fi, so I have decided to come in chat mode so that all of us can engage without incurring a lot of costs. Okay, so if you've just joined my live, I would like to welcome you. Thank you for joining. This is my second live stream. This is my first day live streaming. I have just started this very hour to live stream. Okay, so I welcome all of you to my live stream. And I don't know what's happening, but it seems Green Guy, thank you for joining. Green Guy, thank you for joining. It's not easy to tap your screen here. It's not easy to tap your screen. But there's something that I want to tell you, Africans. Africa, stop grumbling. Stop complaining. Stop speaking out. We know the evil that has been done. We know it. Stop grumbling. At least for one time, stop it. It is not helping. Everybody has been grumbling. Everybody. This one has done that. America has done that. Russia has done that. Rwanda has done this. Congo has done this. Stop grumbling. Stop grumbling, Africa. Listen to me. It is time to take responsibility. Take responsibility. Stop grumbling. People have grumbled. People grumbled years after year. Stop grumbling. There's something that you can do to change your status as an individual. And the transformation of Africa is going to depend on individual transformation. If your attitude can change, if your financial status can change, that's why I encourage bold cashers. The reason why I tell you to join the bold cashers community, because your problem is you are not yet financially independent. Whatever you grumble about, you are simply like puppies. As long as you are not financially independent, as long as your governments have to borrow to take care of you, as long as you cannot fund your own innovations, you find kids like kids in Kenya, they come out with innovations. When they come up with their innovation, when you look at where the funding has come from, it has come from the United States. It has come from Canada. It has come from Germany. Okay? No African people engaged in funding. So at the end of the day, when the thing explodes, all the dividends go out. And what are the Africans doing? Sponsoring parties. Okay? Throwing money on wedding events, showing that they have money. Buying cars, luxurious cars, building homes, houses. I want to build a big house. That's what you call achievement. Okay? Flying out, having an account in Swiss bank. That's what you call an achievement. We have many billionaires in Africa. They are not funding innovations within Africa. The innovators, the inventors we have, there's this kid in Zimbabwe. I heard about that kid. The kid went and invented a TV. I think the TV powers itself. There's that guy. Another one invented a generator that uses water. Another kid in Uganda just started making fuel from these polythene bag, those old whatever. The guy is making fuel from that. We have people that have come up with projects like these guys of the Safe Border. Those guys came up with that innovation. But you know the people that funded that project, they were not Africans. What does that mean? All the money that is coming from those projects is being repatriated. Out. What are you doing as Africans? Looking for visa to go to the United States. So 1 million of you go and submit your application. So You pay your money, and the money is too much. Sometimes you pay even over $200, like $230. Let me tell you how foolish you are, including me. Okay? You pay 1 million of you go and apply for visas. And what the guy at the visa reception has to say is you've been denied. And the $230 is gone. If the guy does that for 100 people every day, that is $23,000 just from one counter only. Denied. You're not going. So you go, you start working, you sell your plots, you sell your land, you sell your innovation, everything. And you go and you apply again. They deny you. Because before you apply for visa, there's a lot of expenses you incur. We know it. You have to forge a bank statement. You have to show that you own stuff. You have to go and rent a lot. So it's not just the visa cost. So all that is within your mentality. Your mentality, you don't honor what you have. Let me tell you, Africa, renew your mind. Stop grumbling. Renew your mind. The opportunities you have are beyond all other continents. You can be whatever you want to be in Africa. I'm telling you, you can. You can. Nobody has locked you in your country. Go to a neighboring country. Go to another country. Move and move. If your area things don't work out, move. But move on the continent. This idea of you fighting to go abroad and become a civilized slave, that one, if you don't renew your mind, you will burn outside and you will start destroying your countries back home. Because you want to gain status. So you start, contributing towards every chaos in your country because you don't want them to take you back to your country because the country is on fire. So you destroy your country because you want to gain status. In a land we are doing civilized slavery. Wake up. Wake up. Renew your mind. You people in the diaspora, you know the life that you're living. It's not decent. Even those of you that think you've made it, you know that you've not made it. The reality is, it's like your years are just numbered. It's like your money is your life. Some of you have money to buy what you call houses. You know those homes you've bought. You have not actually bought them. You're simply money to get a house at a discount. So you call it, I bought a house. It doesn't exist. The issue of owning property is in Africa, not abroad. So guys, I come here every day. I've been telling you about the opportunities that we have today as Africans to build a community that will transform our own lifestyle. We have the power to do that. We can contribute towards development instead of contributing towards sorrow and then parties. As long as you keep on spending on parties, dresses, imported products, now somebody walks around proudly because they are putting on an imported cloth from the US. So they walk out and they want everybody to see them that they look smart. When I look at you, I say an idiot. Okay? Because you're bragging in something that made your continent poorer. If you buy a cloth from China, if you buy a cloth from Turkey, if you buy a cloth from the US, you're making your continent poorer. You people in the importation business, I want you to wake up. Because what you're doing, you think you're adding value to the country. You are not. You are not adding value to the country. That's not how they add value to the country. Okay? You add value to your country by selling what your country produces. If you go in a shop and you find a Nigerian dress and a suit from Belgium, and you choose to buy a suit from Belgium, and you refuse to buy the Nigerian garment, you are a traitor to the continent. Your mindset needs to change. You spend days talking about what this one is doing, what that one. Rumor mongering will not take you forward. I'm telling you, this that I speak. These words I'm telling you, I have lost 20 accounts. Okay? Yesterday I lost 2. This one, I just got it today. This is my first day of streaming. But I will keep saying this and telling you this until a few of you will grasp what I'm telling you and you will take action. You must become rich for your continent. Stop, get out of that tiny dream of yours. I want to buy a house, buy a car, take my kids to school and do this, and you call that achievement. That is not achievement. You have been called to do more than that. You've been called to do more than that. You can't live in that tiny dream, you people. That's why many of you are even keeping money, in holes. You've dug pits and you're putting the money in the pits. Why? Why? Chicken visions. Get out of the chicken visions. Okay? Think beyond. It is your responsibility. It is not the responsibility of your government. It is not the responsibility of the Americans to protect Congo. It is your responsibility as Congolese. And the ways of protecting Congo, it's not fighting. Thinking that fighting is the way of protecting Congo. No. Go and understand each other. Forge an understanding. Peace is the best way of protecting Congo. So if you think you're going to bring another powerful man to fight stronger, you are foolish. Because the fighting will never end. It will never. It is time to negotiate, because the person that you want to kick out, the person will do all they have to survive. Are you that foolish that you can't even understand that simple formula? Why are you fueling? Why are you keeping on fueling, pumping the flames up? I'm speaking to you now, Congo, because I've talked to many of you. I have been in your community. That issue of you trying to kick out the Nyamlenges out of Congo. The Nyamlenges are Africans, just like you are. There's enough problems troubling Congo than you choosing who's not a Congolese and who's a Congolese. The Nyamlenges exist in a region within the East African community. They can choose to be Ugandans, they can choose to be Rwandese, they can choose to be Tanzanians, they can choose to be Congolese. So the foolishness that we are having is that we spend a lot of energy on non-issues. Why are you wasting your time on issues that don't take you forward? You find people engaging in chats, non-economical chats. People spend the whole day just rumor mongering, talking about this president, talking about the other leader, talking about the other country, talking about Putin, Trump, whatever. That nonsense, if you don't change it, we as Africans, we have no time for that stupidity talk anymore. We have a lot to do. Right now, the only engagement that you need to focus on is developing the continent. We cannot be in the 21st century and we have people with no electricity, no power. We can't. We can't be in the 21st century. And the Congo, the richest country in the world, it has no roads. And we are all surrounding. We have many constructions companies in the region, and they are all idle. They can't think beyond. You people, stop pointing fingers. Stop pointing fingers. It is time to unite economically. It is time to be one. They can limit my life as much as they want. But as long as I get an opportunity, I will speak to a few of you that will understand. We need to raise some Elon Musks who are Africans. Okay? We need you. You, the Dangotes, we are talking to you now. I'm talking to you, the rich guys. Stop focusing on building your wealth alone. You are going to be easily targeted. You need to put funds for innovators. Spread out your money. How can it be that out of the 500 richest people in the world, Africa is way, way, way up, not even in the first 100, the entire continent. There is no rich person in Africa who is in the first 100 richest people in the world. There is no African who is in the first 150 richest people in the world. Not even just an African, a black man, including even the ones in the West. There's no black person who is among the first 150 richest people in the world. So you people that think that you've achieved, the reason why you are still mediocres is because your visions are limited. You think of ways of making yourself richer and richer and richer and richer and richer. That one will not take you far. Okay? That one will not take you far. Let me tell you how these people became rich. Let me tell you how Elon Musk becoming the richest person in the world. There are a number is innovation. So at the end of the day, he also emerges as the richest person. He became rich by paving ways for other people to become rich. Okay? When the guy launched Tesla, beginning of Tesla, the Tesla shares were published at $0.001 per share. That was the initial price of Tesla shares, 0.001. It means with $250, one could buy 250,000 shares. It means that if you had $1,000, you could get 1 million shares. That's what it means. So the guy came up with an idea. He went, he published shares and started selling shares. Okay. So those people that invested, if somebody invested $1,000 in that dream called Tesla at its beginning, $1,000, the guy got 1 million shares. Today, the price of Tesla shares shot up to 430 this year. It went up to 430. What does it mean? It means the person that invested $1,000 in Tesla before it went IPO, before everybody ever knew about it, the person that invested $1,000 in the idea reached $430 million rich this year. That's what it meant. So when you see that Elon Musk has become the richest person, there are people that have become rich as well alongside him. But you African people, if you do selfish business because you have an idea and you want to be the only beneficiary, you can go faster, but you will not go far. You can go faster and be richer than the poor people around you. But among the rich, they will tell you, keep quiet. Silent. Why? Wealth is an impact. How extensive is your impact? I'm telling you, how extensive is your impact? Bill Gates, he had Microsoft. He was the richest man. But when Mark Zuckerberg came up with the Facebook idea, Bill Gates and Microsoft was the first person to ever invest in what Mark Zuckerberg was doing. The guy invested $250 million, $250 million in exchange for 1.6% of Facebook. The guy went and bought 1.6% shares from Facebook and gave Facebook 250 million. Many of you don't know why for a full decade the guy was the richest person. Every time Facebook went up, he was going up as well. Every time Microsoft went up, he was going up as well. Every time Google went up, he was going up as well. Okay? When Mark Zuckerberg became, his income doubled. Bill Gates was in position 17, but now he's back in the top 5. Why? Facebook. Facebook has appreciated. So the guy is back among the top 10, but he was outside the top 10. But when Mark Zuckerberg became the third richest person, also he came back because of his innovation. You people, the reason why you come, you shine, and you disappear, it is your attitude. You want to be in charge of whatever you're doing. Just know, if you are in charge of whatever you're doing, if you go wrong, you crash, you perish. If some other innovations, you are not in charge, but you simply a stakeholder. Okay? What they do, if you do wrong and you crash, those people can do right and you rise up. That is the best business attitude. You don't have to include pride and arrogance, trying to brag. Sure, I am the big one here. No, that attitude is only for insecure people. If you have insecurities within you, you are not confident of yourself. That's when you try to prove. But there are people that they have just discovered. Is this guy also part of this? Yes, he is. I didn't know. And guys have become popular by simply getting engaged in various stuff. Okay? Today, everybody talks about Bill Gates. He's no longer the richest man. Mark Zuckerberg is richer than Bill Gates. Larry Ellison is richer than Bill Gates. Jeff Bezos is richer than Bill Gates. But when they mention the name Bill Gates, everybody's ears pops up. Why? The guy is engaging everywhere. His money has spread. The impact of his money. Okay, even if he's not the richest person, the name itself now, it is identified as the richest man. Why? The way he does what he does. So I'm telling you people, that small business of yours, if you become contented in that small business of yours, that's how you're going to be limited, and your lineage will be limited until one wise person emerges and breaks up that business to allow other people to benefit from what your business is doing, not just as buyers, but as profit takers. You need to think beyond the profits that are enough for you. That's how people grow. Okay? If you think, if I make this profit, it is enough for me. You see, I will go and buy a house, I will go and buy a car, I will buy land, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. You are going to be you until you get lost. Okay? Big businesses, Africa, rise up and start doing inclusive businesses. And you companies in Africa that are sabotaging your fellow companies, let me tell you, you can sabotage those companies and they leave the platform. Okay? You can sabotage them and they leave the platform. Okay? But you will face the wrath of your country's taxation system. Yes, you will. Because when a new person comes on board, it means another contributor to the nation's tax has come up. But if you sabotage them and they leave, I'm telling you, you will face it. Now we have institutions closing up, big names closing up. Why? They cannot manage. These people will have to create policies to raise money from you. So you kicked out your fellow traders because you wanted to remain the only giant. No, it shouldn't be that. It should be innovation. If people come to join the market, let them come and let the party now start. Okay, but this issue of trying to kick out, now like in some countries, there are no banks owned by local people. Most of the banks, they are in the hands of foreigners. If your if your finances are managed by foreigners, you are not independent because it is them that decides if they give loans to businesses or to people that are going to waste it on parties. So to destroy you, it's easy. They can just decide to give up loans to people that are going to do wedding, people that are going to pay school fees. And those people that want to do innovation, the manufacturers, the inventors, they can refuse to give them money. Why? Because it is the innovators, the manufacturers that develop a nation. So to keep you dependent and slaves, they will only give you money if you're going to waste it on parties. You say, I want to go and maybe watch a musician is coming. You go, you borrow easily. They give it to you. Somebody comes with a business plan. They don't give them. Why? They are mercenaries and they're the ones in charge of your finances. So instead of you grumbling, you people, instead of you grumbling, sit down, do something about yourself first. Do something and keep on expanding. Do something to engage your local community, to engage your online community. Many of you have huge following. That is your community. If you utilize your community properly, let me tell you, you're going to become rich. The rich people we see today, they were not born that way. No, never, 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 never. They were not born that way. Okay? They just utilize their seasons and their times to solve existing problems of their days. And today, they are rich. And right now, instead of you utilizing this opportunity to solve the challenges that we are facing today, you're simply grumbling. You are grumbling, accusing your leaders, accusing the Americans, accusing the Europeans, accusing everybody. You have refused to take responsibility with all the innovations and the tools that you have. You have refused to take responsibility. Now, instead of you buying lands, you're killing each other because of what your grandfathers left you as an inheritance. We are talking about people that did not have access to the technology you have. In their days, it was not easy to communicate. You write a letter, you wait for 1 month to reach. When it reaches, the person writes a reply, you wait for another month. So, in 2 months, that's when the communication is complete. But amidst all that kind of crazy communication, these people were able to become rich and buy the lands that you're killing each other for. Why? Because you have the right tools in your hands to make money. But instead of concentrating to use those tools for better, you just here looking for entertainment, looking for vibe, looking for stories that amuse you. You've become useless. Oh, this generation. There are opportunities here. There are people that are making better use of their social media time. You too can do that, but you are not even interested. So you find a lot of people seated, all of them seated. And what are they discussing? They're discussing this leader, that leader, that leader, and the other leader. And then you ask them, okay, at the end of the day, how many of you are going to receive a paycheck? They will tell you, we have been contributing to our nations. You cannot contribute to your nation by just grumbling and talk. We all see the troubles. Don't even waste your time trying to tell us. We know the difficulties we are going through. We know them. We know how bad things are. We see how those people are manipulating and doing everything. We see what TikTok is doing, limiting my life, banning my accounts, trying to shut me up. But I cannot stay there and just grumble about that. I have to do something. So you thinking you just talk and things will happen. No. Work on yourself first. Okay, what is your national contribution? What are you doing that you can say, now this thing I'm doing, I am contributing something to my country. You as an individual, before you can even raise up to say anything, what are you contributing? Minus grumbling, what are you contributing to your country? What are you contributing? Okay, we can talk about these people that go out to work. Those people are contributing towards their nation. Okay, those people in the diaspora, they are really contributing to their countries. But how is their contribution being wasted? They work, they send money home to Africa, and you, the grumbling Africans, you take their money and you take it to China that you've gone to import. Many of those containers are about to drown, I'm telling you. They're about to drown. If they don't drown, then the governments, your governments, when they wake up, they are going to stop you. Because they are bringing the dollars, they are bringing the pounds, they are bringing all the money, and you are taking it to China. Okay, you are taking it where? To Turkey. You are taking it abroad that you are importing. What are you importing that you can't manufacture? Instead of importing, why don't you invest in innovation companies? Why don't you combine your effort and set up companies that can manufacture those stuff that you're importing from abroad? Why do you have to import even finished products? Why don't you import parts and assemble them? I'm talking to the business world because I know what is going to transform Africa is not the politicians. They can't do that. It is you, the entrepreneurs. It is you people doing businesses. You are the one that are going to transform Africa. If you wake up and stop focusing on your business alone, let your business give you the food to eat today. But let what you're doing together as a group build the future you want tomorrow. I'm speaking to the Nigerians. I'm speaking to the Ghanaians. I'm speaking to you people in South Africa. Now, you've been in power for a very long time. Ever since apartheid stopped, what have you done except grumbling, fighting each other? What are you doing? What strategic plans do you have to make sure that everybody has a right to basic needs in South Africa? Okay? You got a rich economy. It is the third richest economy in the world. Okay? So how are you, instead of gambling, hey, do this, everybody wants to be the leader. We were not raised to be that way. Let me tell you, that stupidity of democracy only exists at the bottom, not at the pinnacle. As Africans, we were raised to understand that the issue of who leads us is already settled. We always had that in mind. We knew this is the king and that is the son, that's the next king. So that issue was solved. That's why your grandfathers were able to acquire the land that you're killing each other for right now. There was no fight. Everybody, I can be a king, also I can be a leader. It wasn't there. Okay? That issue, that demon called democracy. By the way, democracy is an innovation of the devil himself, because he wanted to introduce democracy in heaven and some angels kicked him out. So the angels say, devil, get lost. So democracy, don't think democracy is godly. No. Democracy is demonic. It is the idea of the devil himself. He also wanted to be like, I can. It's democracy. And he made a campaign. And a third of the angels gave him votes. Okay? But even using his democracy, still he lost the campaign, the election. So he was kicked. So you Africans that think that talking about democracy is something huge, look at the US, the frontiers of democracy. Do you think that's where the America should be right now? They're in a very terrible place. They are in a dangerous place. That's not how they're supposed to be. Okay? Imagine at the time, in the first whatever of Bill Gates, America had a surplus of $9 trillion. Today, there are so many trillions of dollars in debt. Why? Democracy. America is in more debt than Africa, the entire African continent combined. Germany is in more debts than the entire African continent combined. So you guys, what you think is priority, it is not priority. Stop prioritizing nonsense. Priority number one, African enterprises. Rise up and build cross-border enterprises. You people, the resources in Congo, you can set up factories in Gabon that uses those resources. You can set up factories in South Africa that uses those resources. You can set up factories in Egypt that uses the resources of Congo. Why should they go to China? And then you keep talking. Hey, you see this, you see that. The problem is that the people that are speaking, those people that are, and they are promoting them by purpose. Let me tell you, okay, if people don't like what I'm saying, why should my accounts be banned? That is the question. Why don't they just let me be with just one person? Why should they ban 20 accounts? Why? Why should they take them? Okay. They take TikTok TV1, they take Cashchat Bank, they take Broadcasters. They take Broadcasters 1, Broadcasters Slash, Broadcasters 3, Broadcasters 4 with 1.2 million followers. They take it even when I'm not live streaming, without even any warning. Why would they take them? I make an appeal, they say appeal rejected. Why would they take them? So if you know whatever you're saying, nobody's attacking you. Better know you're speaking nonsense. You're speaking nonsense. Because if you start tackling real issues, they are going to ban you. They will attack you. So the reason why you're being given relevancy, because you're playing a match game, because you're telling people to follow and follow and follow, it's because you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time and the time of others. That's why they're giving you all that time. When you start tackling issues, I'm not the only one. There is a guy in Nigeria. This guy had started training people how to do codeless coding. And he was training people how to build applications, how to build their own blogs, how to do that without codes. The guy was blocked. The guy was blocked. And you know the reason they gave? That sensitive information. How can a teacher give sensitive information? He has to demonstrate. They banned the guy. So we have people trying to educate us. They are stopping them. And do you know which people they are promoting to us? People who are speaking obscenity. When you speak obscenity, TikTok will promote your video. Why? Because that's how they are programming us to be. That's how the Americans were programmed. When you go to the US, the most obscene people, they are the blacks. They can't speak right. It's very hard. Because they sent them, they programmed them to be obscene. And that's what TikTok is trying to do to the African people. So you come here, you make a video, you must speak something obscene for your video to go viral. When we come here and teach you and do that, they block us, they ban us. So wake up. I am not grumbling, I'm telling you, wake up. Be intelligent for your generation. Okay? Be intelligent for your information. This issue of looking for money, stop it. Money is not lost. You don't have to look for it. Money is available and there's a lot of it. But if you continue doing what you're doing, you will keep on waiting, you keep on looking for it, and you'll never find it. If you think you're going to gamble to make money, forget it. If you think you're going to do cryptocurrency and become rich, you're deceiving yourself. If you think you're going to do Forex and become rich, you are also deceiving yourself. Those are what we call speculative businesses. You are a gambler, expecting that magic will happen somewhere and you'll become rich. You will wait and wait and you not go anywhere. Start solving real problems and not on individual level. Build a community. Engage your community. Do something together as a community. And that's what we have developed for you. We have given you the tool to build your own community from scratch. So these followings that you're having, don't worry. In the process of building the community, okay, you get some money, you as a community builder, because these people that you're going to be adding to your community, at one time, they will be charged so that you can raise some money, you as a community builder. But start building your community. You can do this in all continents. You can do this in Africa. You can do this in Asia. You can do this in South America. You can do this in Europe, both East and the European Union. You can do this in Southeast Asia and all other countries, even the Middle East. Build your community. We have programmed, we have developed a software, a simple software, and set up a system. By the way, it's not new. It has been running for the last 8 years. And let me tell you, the results have been positive. We have many people that have become millionaires in our community. Millionaires in our community. And many are expanding. So it has been a 10 years user acquisition program that started from 2016. And it's going to end by the end of next year, 2026. Okay? But in this community, we have seen results. There are really people that have made it. So the thing that you're doing on social media today is what we have innovated to make it beneficial to you financially. So they are limiting me, but go and watch my pinned video. Go and watch my pinned video and know what you have to do, okay? Go and watch my pinned video because I have to end my live stream. These guys have flagged me. I don't know why, okay? But go. You don't have to have any money. All you have to do just build your community. Don't worry. The money will come. Stop looking for money. Stop for doing something that people will be willing to pay for. Stop looking for money. You will only end up becoming a beggar. And no beggar is rich. No, it can't be. You can't. Okay? You can't. Those two things don't exist. Start doing what people will be willing to pay for. And that's how you are going to become rich. So guys, go and watch my pinned video. And thank you for joining my live stream. The video is in my status. You're going to watch it. In that video, I show you a platform called Bold Cashers. Okay, so Bold Cashers is a community of tech sponsors. So those of you who have ideas, innovations that are aimed at impacting a lot of people, go and join the community. Those of you that want to make at least $48 per hour, go and join the community. Those of you that have a dream of becoming a millionaire in dollars, the easiest way for you to reach your target is the Bold Cashiers community. Go and watch that video, because all you need to do now, you have to just influence 100,000 people, and then you are a millionaire in dollars. So that is the easiest way. Influence, social media influence, reach out, engage, get your community monetized. That's how you reach your target as easy as possible. So guys, my live has been flagged. I have to restart the live stream. But go and do it, please. Go and do what I've told you. Go and do what I've told you, and you are going to make real money online as you're helping your community. The people that are going to be paying you, they are going to pay you because of the value that you've given them. And this time, the value you're giving those people is extremely beyond. Okay? So guys, go and watch my pinned video. Okay? So, goodbye.